What's up? What's up? Did you know there's a difference between aging and being old? Aging and being old. On my health journey, like some of you who are diligently trying to regain your health, and I think everybody should, but there's a mindset to it. There's a mindset to it. Over the years, I didn't realize it, how much big mindset. Robin Sherman, he wrote several books, but the one who said that the monk who drove a Ferrari. And one of the things that he said that stuck with me for, about almost 10 years now, was never let old in the body. And the reason why there's a difference between aging and being old. Old, now I relate it to almost being dead. Your ideas are old, you're negative all the time, you're grumpy, on a lot of medications. Not saying that some of the medications are necessary, is necessary, some isn't necessary, but a lot of things that we can do as humans to change a lot of stuff. Get out and walk more. Watch the sugar intake. Um, Build muscle if you're over 40. You should be building muscle. Matter of fact, if you're over 30 now, because I see some people look like, well, over 30, you should try to keep your lean muscle mass. As the older you get, you want to increase your muscle mass, not to get bulky, but at the same time, you'll feel younger. At the same time, I went to the doctor a couple weeks ago, and PSA, something they do for men over 50, to check the prostate, and it was normal. Glucose, blood, cholesterol, all down, everything in normal ranges. And a lot of it was because diet. And if you see anything on my channels, or any of my channels, I'm in the car before I go into the gym and hit them weights. I hit those weights. I hit those weights with a lot of people that's in their late 70s and 80s, because they inspire me to stay young, stay active, stay healthy. Now, the difference between old, now that's one thing about being old. You look at old creeps in so many different ways, where either through how you speak and talk to yourself, um, a lot of times is we tell ourselves lies that doesn't serve us. Instead of you looking at something, now, prime example is a daily list that I read off morning and night before I go to sleep. And when I wake up. And it's questions I ask myself. I title this, I Am. And the reason why I did this is because the simple fact is I'm going through some stuff right now that I'm not pleased with the federal government at all. Not only out of policies and stuff, but they're hurting some people um, near and dear, and not binding me, because my money and my resources come from Jesus and God. That's where I program myself. But I didn't expect it to happen. And be like, because for maybe about a month and a half, 2 months now, different. However, it is what it is, and keep moving. But one of the things that I've been doing, I don't know if you're going through anything. If you're going through something, um, I want to tell you, you're not by yourself. The world is going through something right now. I almost look like Revelations is really working. But anyway, we don't want to go down that rabbit hole. But one of the things that you need to be doing is telling yourself a better lie. Tell yourself something that you really want to happen. And one of the things is that I found out through asking yourself better questions, because the words that you believe the most in life, the words you believe the most in life, doesn't come from somebody. It comes from you. You believe your own self first, because it starts off with a thought, then you speak it, then it manifests somewhere down the line. So, because we're all creating something, you're either creating what you don't want, or you're creating what you want. And so, one of those things, the questions I use to ask myself now is, why do I have God on my side? Why do I solve large problems and get paid very well? Why do I win every day in every area of life? Why am I so good at managing and keeping and multiplying money? Why am my income grow every day with ease? Now, if you got a money hang up, that's might be your problem. And that's the things that you need to start talking about. You need to start positive, because nothing in the Bible says you're supposed to be broke. Nothing in your Bible says you're supposed to be sitting here and just living to pay bills. Nothing. Heaven is in you, not you. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there, because I know some people won't get hung up. Are you talking about money? No, you better desire it, because some of the fact is, now they're gonna take me off these questions, because now I'm motivating me. Who will you help? Who will you help being poor or broke? I mean, poor is a mindset. Broke is temporary. Who will you help being broke? Who can you help being broke? You can't help nobody. Nobody. Now, with your hand out like this, their hand out like this, no one can do anything with it. But split it, maybe a sandwich. If somebody giving you a sandwich, and that's coming from a wealthy person, because a wealthy person gives. But anyway, I'm just ranting. So you ask yourself these questions, and why why am I such a powerful manifester? Because you manifest stuff. People, that's the reason why the words that you speak over yourself, believe it or not, that's where the word spelling come from. If you start looking at where words originated from, when you speak, you are casting spells. If you casting spells of prosperity, or you casting spells of lack, you casting spells of an abundance, or curses. Life and death is in the power of the tongue, and you shall eat the fruit from it. God talking to somebody. Why do I spark joy in everyone who comes into my life? That's a question. Ooh, because I love being positive. I got to the point where I condition my mind now where I flip things on the head. I flip it. I can go negative for a minute. I was sitting here talking to a friend of mine, and I was sitting here negative about Trump and Elon Musk and everything else, because to me, they are nothing but the epitome of Lucifer. They are Lucifer. I mean, you cannot, no one, and I don't care if you put the comments in or not, no one can tell me that God is anywhere near them. Anyone who supported them or voted for them, and I'm saying this, do not know God. Because the simple fact is, one commandment that Jesus, Yahweh, given us. Even called Jehovah Rapha, Jehovah Nisi, gave us. One of the biggest things outside of the Ten Commandments, because everything that came out of his mouth was a commandment, was a commandment. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. Take what you have done to the least of these. What have you done to the least of these? You have done to me, because we've been commanded to take care of the poor, take care of the widowers, take care of the sick. We are commanded, and you're doing exact opposite. So, any of your little Trump supporters, or whatever you want to call them, MAGAs, or just only thing, that reason why you voted for him, and you can prove me wrong: bigotry and sexism. The reason why you voted for him, you took the smallest population in the world, but now the one smallest population in America is the LGBTQ plus folks. They right around 2 million people. 2 million. And you let the devil expanded it and made it a big problem, as though they coming after your children. As though they coming after your children. You voted for this fool. You voted for this immigrant who's deporting immigrants. That does not make sense. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. By it doesn't make sense. Then I'm going to tell you the reason why I don't say the bigotry. The bigotry. Because not all white people, because I got a bunch of white people I love. All right, that's one thing. I'm never all in. Not everyone. I don't use those words. But he based your feelings on emotions of fear. Somebody taking something from you. And doing that, I think that he deceived you, because that's what the devil does. Proverbs 6, 16 through 19. I still hop on that. Go read it for yourself. 6 things that God hates, and he hit every last one of them. So if you do whatever you do to somebody else, this is the thing that's going on right now. Whatever you do to someone else, you will receive 100-fold. Good, bad, and ugly. Whatever you do to someone else, you will receive 100-fold. You wonder why you're having financial problems? Are you borrowing money, or are you saying you're asking for money? If you're borrowing money and you coming in with an agreement of borrowing money from someone and you don't pay them back, I'm going to say why some things are hanging up for you. Your character is not there. If you're sitting here worried about and trying to sit here and say them versus us, you're not realizing that we're all on the same planet. All of us. Almost 8 billion people on the same planet. Then you got a problem. You have a serious problem. You have a serious problem. You're delusional somewhere along the line. That's a problem. It's not a symptom. That's a problem. Symptoms are different. Type 2 diabetes is a symptom. High blood pressure is a symptom. The problem to those is circulation. Problem for high blood pressure is trying to increase your circulation. Problem for type 2 diabetes, you need more muscle mass than you have fat. And being lazy. And drinking alcohol, or just a sedentary lifestyle. That's something. Because once I found out I can reverse being pre-diabetic, oh, I did whatever it took. Because I'm not getting on nobody's pills and taking me off this planet early. Or you start like some of my um, clients that I had. They start cutting toes off, and then you start cutting toes off, and then you cutting your shin off, and next thing you know, you walking, and then you quad. Before you know it, you done cut both of them off. Only thing no, I ain't doing that. Because you letting your mouth kill you. Because you seriously choosing to let your mouth kill you. You look for a weekend to turn it up. Now the question is, I hear a young man Desmond ask. He said something to me yesterday in the gym, and I quoted Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn was a philosopher, a business philosopher. I'm just talking because I don't have nothing else better to do. Yeah, just give me some love. I'm just by myself all the time and everything else. So Jim Rohn sit here and said, "You only have 70 summers that came through. Only 70. 70 summers. I mean, you only have 70 Christmases, 70 birthdays. That's if you live to be 70." And he said, "I never put it up." And he never thought about it. He said, "I'm 40." He was 40 something, and he said, "Yeah, you halfway through." So, what are you doing with your life? Yes, I want to travel the world. I'm going to travel the world. I'm going to travel the world one way or the other. That's usually why I work on my business, and I want to meet as many people from different backgrounds as possible. I want to be able to have a thriving community. One of the things I am really seriously thinking about is creating a like-minded men's group of entrepreneurs, different business owners. It doesn't have to be affiliated with any chamber. It doesn't have to be affiliated with um, any other group, or it could be. But the thing about it is, I think that we need more men in spaces where we can talk about issues that we're facing, and then opportunities that we might can have to network. Now, is it just a group of people that look like me? No, because I got to I don't black does, white does. No, I men, 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 men. And the reason why our diversity is our strength. And over the 20 plus years I've been in business with my father and with his company, and I had the opportunity to run across a plethora of nationalities. We all have the same thing in common, basic common needs. One, as a man, a real man, want to take care of our families. Another one is to grow financially because we goal setters. And then two, see if we can get involved as some kind of way, we aspirations of being two comma club somewhere along the line and if you don't know what two commas is, that's over $1 million, and get to a point where we literally are a blessing to the world. I think we need more of it to show up. A lot of our in African American women, a lot of our women are showing up, but then at the same time, this generation that's coming up is a little crazy. It's just crazy as I don't know what, because they're expecting too much too fast. I'm saying you can't come out and making 22 years of age and holler about, well, I'm making $100,000 and thinking some man's supposed to be doing the same thing. So that's the only man you want. Um, that's just like saying LeBron James is the best player over top of Michael Jordan. No, he isn't. He is not. He is not on. He isn't on. Not even on this planet. He's not better than Michael Jordan. And the reason why. Michael stayed with a team and built a team around them. And he got other people involved on his team. LeBron James chased the championship, not become a champion. It's a difference. It's the same thing with leadership. And I read this book a few years ago too, Power versus Force. If you're trying to force people to do something, even in a nonprofit or for profit or business, you're trying to force someone to do something, you're a manager, your ego in place. And then too, you hired the wrong person. Leaders inspire people with a common dream of win-win. If we all do this together, you get your goals and I get my goals and we get the company goals. Nonprofit, profit, no matter what. That's a leadership. You don't want to be a manager. Manager is egocentric. They think about themselves and they want everybody to praise them. Does that sound like somebody? That's ego. And the thing about it is, managers do not admit when they make mistakes. They pass blame. Does that sound like somebody, y'all? So, just saying this because this is one of the reasons I miss going to Toastmasters tonight, and I won't do that no more. But do it no more. You can't give me an opportunity to speak. But I built my own platform. But yes, I really want to have a community of not like-minded guys. We can have from different camaraderies from different backgrounds and stuff like this, which would be fun to get to know each other because somewhere along the line we have a common thread. At the same time, I think that and this is going to be I'm going to do this. I'm going to say this only for men. No women allowed. Since we get into the spirit of discriminating people, no women allowed, no wives allowed, no girlfriends allowed, um, no significant others at all, um, unless they are men. And the reason being is, I think that it's going to take a lot of us showing up in the world in a different way, where to move the ball forward goes back to me saying the difference between aging versus old. The same playbook that's being played right now in our politics is new to you, but it was done over 100 years ago in 1920s, in the early 1920s, almost a good 100 years ago. And the thing about it is, it led to the Great Depression. It led to stuff. I mean, it is the same playbook. Dude, and ain't not, only thing that's different now is that we are more interconnected because of internet and technology. Internet and technology. So we see stuff faster and information move faster than newspapers did. Um, but I think that as a man, in my what I look like in my 50s, I think that to beat being alone sometimes, because entrepreneurship is a lonely game. It's a lonely game. Meaning when you don't have the right people around you. That's the thing. When you don't have the right people around you, you're trying to achieve goals. You're doing because I mean, my thing is I don't smoke, I don't drink. So my thing is just follow Jesus Christ and His purpose He have on me, and His purpose not have on me is not nothing religious. And then that's a whole new thing too. Oh God, that's a whole thing. But anyway, because the first religion was created by Satan. Yeah, I want to be religious people. First religion was created by Satan. God did not create religion. God did not create religion. First religion was created by Satan. And he did it in the Garden of Eden when he tempted Eve. He said, "You want to be like Christ," and that's when religion started, because that's when they think you had to do things to please God. You can't do nothing to please God. So religion breaks out from that. Oh, I got that's coming in the book, coming on Power of Betting on You, that I'm working on right now. So hopefully I have find some beta testers um, in the next few weeks, and we'll go through it. But this is going to be a whole lot. This is going to be a much better book than Undiscovered Leader. Magnify as the content. It's going, which Undiscovered Leader is a great book, but the Power of Betting on You is it's going to wake some folks up. But the thing about it is, if you sit here and just evaluate yourself, don't talk old, stop moving your body more, start researching the opposite sex, many